We are all affected in some ways by the coronavirus, whether it is the loss of a job, a loved one, or your financial future. One person who can help on several levels is our estate planning expert, David Carrier. It's nice to see you, David.
Morning, Rachel. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Staying safe. Staying
Good.
safe.
That's what we hope for. So what we've learned under coronavirus and the pandemic is that it does seem that some people seem to be doing better than others, groups of people.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You know me. I mean, we've been working together for years. You see me on the show for years. And, you know, I've always been kind of happy, jolly about this, you know, with the Smurfs and the dolls and trying to explain sort of what the law is, using props and all the rest of that kind of stuff. But, you know, times have changed and the differences have become stark. You keep hearing, we're all in this together. Well, you know, there was a movie some years ago. Yeah, Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson were in it. And, you know, the famous line was, "You can't handle the truth." Mm-hmm. Well, here's the truth. People are coming out of this differently. You know, if you're wealthy, the stock market was up huge yesterday. It's already up again today. Okay? If your money is in CDs, you're getting a fraction of a % interest on it. If your money's in the stock market, you're doing great. Well, the wealthy, they're doing fine. Okay? Most of them are still employed if they are employed. And their wealth is not in things that are being affected here. If you're poor, just say it. If you're poor, you got nowhere to go. There's no down to go to. It's the middle class, the people who saved, the people who took overtime, people who didn't take a vacation, right? Not the people living on credit card, the people, well, maybe now you are, because you got to. Because this thing is falling disproportionately on the middle class. And for 30 years, it's the middle class that we've been focused on because those are the people like my folks. You know, dad worked 2 jobs, 16 hours a day. Mom was a nurse. She worked 2. All the kiddies out there cutting grass and shoveling snow and babysitting, all the rest of this stuff. And this thing is affecting the middle class more than anybody. It's the middle class that's taking it in the neck, and it's driving me nuts. Our clients are doing okay. Our clients who are in long-term care, they're not going broke. We put the plan in place, all the rest of it. But when you look around, you see what's happening. Right. You know, if you're wealthy, I don't mean to turn away business, but if you're wealthy, go downtown, okay? There are lots of big buildings down there, and they got lawyers' names on them. They're easy to find, the people who want to help out the wealthy, okay? That's where you go. No problem. I have zero problem with that. But what we're focused on, frankly, is helping the middle class hang on to what they've earned.
Sure.
And there's another one.
Yeah.
The old-fashioned way. We earned it. Well, why not hang on to it?
And
you know?
You are getting calls from people who are in care facilities right now who are very worried about their future. Frankly, the people that are in that group are the highest at risk right now from getting sick, and their future's questionable. So what are you telling your clients? Because, like as you mentioned, a lot of the people that you serve, you do estate planning, but there are people that you don't have to have big gobs of money. They're people that have worked very, very hard, and you're trying to help them navigate retirement in a future and working through some of the legal aspects of making sure that what they have worked so hard to earn actually stays with them and their family.
It doesn't take a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of money to have a big difference. You know, some people say, oh, that's millionaire planning. No, it isn't. You know, planning ahead. See, here's the thing. The people who work the hardest, the middle class folks, like you, Rachel, I'm just saying, like you. I mean, you work for a paycheck. There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay, let's just face. I mean, I'm not saying because I don't know you personally, but I mean, I'm just saying, you know, you're working like everybody else is working. There's no cushion, you know, for regular folks. It's just what you've earned. And what we're all about is hanging on to that, being smart about how you plan for it. And when you do your homework, when you look into this stuff, Okay, it's not so much about avoiding we avoid probate and we save tax. Yeah. But the main thing is hanging on to what you've earned for you. So, look, we didn't predict this pandemic. I mean, we didn't predict this shutdown. But our goal in planning is always to plan for the worst. So when the worst shows up, I didn't predict it, but we're ready for it because you don't know. And that's the advantage of working with us, because we are focused on middle class. You know, we are focused on making sure that what you've earned, you hang on to.
Sure. And I know that you are doing virtual appointments with people. What people need to do if they're interested is just give you a call. And then you're also planning for a couple weeks out when you hope to be opening your doors and allowing those who feel comfortable to actually come in and sit down with some of your staff and yourself.
Well, here's the thing. They told us the 28th, right? So we're all set. You know, we've got shields up. We've got masks. We've got deodorant, the disinfectant. You know, we've got all that stuff. We're all ready. We were ready to go. As for the 20th. Well, then they said, okay, now it's 2 more weeks. Okay, thanks for that. But we are ready to meet people one-on-one. You know, safely. Measured way, you know, we are ready for that. But for people who are more happy doing this sort of thing, the online stuff, yeah, we're all set up for that as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well,
pick up the phone.
We appreciate the passion that you bring to what you do. You've been doing it for a very long time, helping a lot of people. We've been able to hear from some of those folks, and so keep it up, David. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah, have a good one.
You betcha.